Hey now, what's going on, guys? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and after reviewing the Friday movies, I got an overwhelmingly number of requests to review Rush Hour. So that's what I'm about to do. Rush Hour is a 1998 comedy film that was directed by Brett Ratner. I don't care for Brett Ratner all too much, for many reasons. But I'm going to put that aside because Rush Hour, it stars Chris Tucker as Detective Carter, who gets put on assignment with the FBI, and he thinks this is a big deal. He gets to work with the FBI. He's in the big leagues now, until he finds out that they just want him to babysit Agent Lee, who is Jackie Chan, who's coming from Hong Kong to help this ambassador who his daughter was kidnapped for ransom, and Jackie Chan showed up to help, but the FBI doesn't want his involvement. He's an outside agent, so they want Chris Tucker to take care of it. Chris Tucker is like, this is bullshit, but I'll do it. And he comes to find out that Jackie Chan's not an easy person to babysit. And along the way, they end up working together to try to find the daughter. Now, what I think of Rush Hour is this movie is hilarious. I really enjoyed this film, especially rewatching it. Where do I begin with Rush Hour? Maybe I should start with the whole Brett Ratner thing because, like I said, I don't really care for him. Maybe it's because I hear stories of him in his personal life, or just how douchebaggery he comes off of in some interviews. Or maybe it's because he almost single-handedly destroyed the X-Men film series. Let's not get into that. That's a topic for a whole nother day. I will say this. This movie is awesome. It's hilarious. This is a film that Brett Ratner directed that I have to give him credit for. How much credit do I feel like giving him? Not too much, because I think it's a lot more to it than just the directing. But fuck it, I can't really come down on him too much here. Chris Tucker is awesome. He's hilarious. I really enjoy watching Chris Tucker. There's just something that he brings to a role, to a movie. So much energy, so much enthusiasm, so much of it you could tell he's improvising, and some of the funniest stuff in this film. This movie, I forgot how so many racist jokes are in this movie. It's not like I'm offended, trust me, it's the last thing that I would be offended about. But just some of the lines of Chris Tucker going off about Chinese people, Asian people, and Jackie Chan's just sitting there. I mean, one of the opening lines when Chris Tucker meets Jackie Chan is making fun of the fact on whether he thinks Jackie Chan can speak English. And everybody quotes this. This is one of the most quotable lines from a comedy movie in a good long time. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing somebody do that. I wonder how Asian people felt about that. Seriously. Or how about the scene later on, because there's this character, one of the main bad guys, the Asian guy with the blonde hair. Actually, this actor I recognize because Brett Ratner had him in the X-Men Last Stand movie as the mutant with like the porcupine face. Yeah, that guy. Throughout the whole film, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are chasing him down. By the end of the movie, Chris Tucker finally gets this motherfucker. Finally has a gun on him. And he goes, "Don't move." Yeah, I've been looking for your sweet and sour chicken ass. I'm like, what? Did he really say that? Like, what does that even mean? I don't know, but for some reason I think it's really racist and fucked up. But also hilarious because Chris Tucker just has that type of delivery where you can forgive stuff like that or even not care. Is it offensive? Maybe. But still, it has me laughing. I also enjoy Jackie Chan, of course. Jackie Chan, I'm not going to say this was his prime, but he was still insanely good at fighting. You see, he does damn near most of his stunts, if not all, and just the fighting and the choreography going on, how he's using some of the environment around him, snatching guns and stealing weapons. This guy is on point, running up on walls, chasing people. I'm like, Jackie Chan, I miss seeing action like this, because sure, I love my superhero movies. I do. But one thing that does come with these superhero Marvel-like movies is CGI. And CGI enables a whole lot of action where you don't have to require actual stunt people to go off and do all of these crazy things that Jackie Chan or Jet Li or guys like that were doing back in the 90s, way before CGI. So going back and watching this, you kind of go like, wow, I almost missed those type of stunts and fighting and chase scenes, to see somebody physically be able to pull all of this stuff off. But also Jackie Chan has some good comedic moments. His relationship with Chris Tucker, they first meet each other and they're at odds. They're almost against each other. Jackie Chan's constantly running off from him because he's dead serious about finding this little girl, and Chris Tucker's just about trying to keep him situated, calm him down. Obviously, you have the culture clashing, and that's to be expected in a movie like this. But what I appreciate the most is that the two cultures that are clashing are Chinese and black. Like, you could have so easily, I'm almost surprised Hollywood didn't just try to do a white actor with a different race, because that's the norm, that's what's to be expected. But to think that back in 1998, somebody smartened up and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool to do something different? Wouldn't it be cool to have Jackie Chan with a black guy and have those two cultures mash up? Because when was the last time you saw something like that? You haven't. And that's what I think makes this movie more memorable than it could have been. That's what makes this movie different. That's what makes this movie funnier, is because just look at the scene where they're driving and Chris Tucker's like, you know what, let me show you some music. Instead of the Beach Boys, which Jackie Chan apparently likes, let's put some Jay-Z on. Just a quick scene like that I enjoyed. Obviously later on when they do start to get along, I like that as well. I like them better when they're getting along. They're singing War and they're just sort of dancing and having fun on the street. I enjoy this film very much, I do. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Rush Hour? Do you like it as much as I do? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!